In this video I'm going to illustrate how to make a monster trap. So very often when you play Doom you see that you walk through a certain area and suddenly a whole bunch of monsters pop up. You know, some kind of area opens up and suddenly it's flooded with monsters again. So what I've created here is a very simple room, just a corridor that leads up to a rocket launcher. You know, very tempting to pick this thing up. Very suspicious corridor as well because it's completely empty. And of course behind it there's a whole group of chain gunners, there's 20 of them. So when you open up, or when you try to grab this this rocket launcher, something's going to open up and all these chain gunners are going to be staring at you, trying to blow you up. Alright, so I'll show you what it looks like in-game first. Obviously a pretty rough trap. You might want to balance it a little bit better than I did, but that would be the idea. Okay, so let's start from a fresh map again. I'm going to use Boom as always, and I'll create the same kind of scenario. So there's going to be a long corridor. Let's make it 640 units long, 256 wide, and actually I'm going to make it 320 wide, just so that it's easier to put a platform here in the middle with a weapon on it. Okay, so just going to make something that's very, very interesting to go for, obviously. Let's give it some nice textures as well, like this. Kind of highlight the fact that it's something special. Okay, let's put the weapon there. You know, whatever you want to have. I'm gonna go for a super shotgun this time. Actually, maybe a chainsaw. Why not? Okay, so gonna put in a starting position here as well. Give ourselves a player start, and we've got a basic setup. So this is what we're going to be working with. Okay, so now comes the part where you make the monster closet, the monster trap. I'm going to put it behind the weapon so that, you know, you face the weapon, you grab it, and then suddenly there's loads of monsters in front of you. Now the way that this works is that you basically just create a door with a room behind it. And I'm going to make this door really, really wide, so it's going to be 288 units wide, and then I'll just put a square room behind it, which is going to contain all of our monsters, like so. So let me just drop a bunch of monsters here. Let's go with... Gee, what shall we go with? Chain gunners are an easy option, right? Ah, Archviles. Let's go with Archviles. Spice things up a little bit. So just dropping loads and loads of Archviles. You can have whatever trap you're interested in. This is simply a simple example. Alright, so we've got this area filled with Archviles, but unless we close the door, they're instantly going to be able to run over to us and kill us. Okay, so we're going to create a door here. Always have to remember to peg these textures here. It's also a good idea to... Actually, no, hang on. We'll do that later on. So I'm going to lower this door. And instead of giving it a door texture, I'm going to give it the same texture as the wall, so that it blends in completely. So you can't tell that there's anything special happening with this wall. I'll also do it on the other side, although this is less important. So it looks like just another room, nothing fancy, but this is going to be a door now. Okay, so we have to determine when this door is going to open up and how fast it's going to open up. So you could make a system where the door only opens up as soon as you grab the weapon, or you could do it slightly before that as well. So I'm going to make it slightly before that, and in order to do that I'm going to create a new line. So as soon as we cross this line, this door is going to open up. That's the idea. And then the Archviles come flooding in and you're probably going to die. Okay, let's play around with the darkness as well a bit. Highlight the fact that there's something special in this. Alright, that's fine. So, we've got our line, and as soon as we cross this, the door is supposed to open. Now, you're not going to be using this line, so we need to use a different action here. And we also have to link this line to this entire sector, so that the game knows that this line, as soon as you cross it, it's supposed to open up this specific door and not do anything else. So, we're going to be using tags for this system as well. This is our door, this entire area, and I'm going to give it a tag. I'm going to give it tag 1, because this is the first kind of special area in the entire map. I'm also going to give this line the same tag, tag 1. Now, this line, as soon as you cross it, the door is meant to open, so let's see what kind of option we can go with then, what kind of action we can assign to it. I'm going to go on the door tab here, and since it's supposed to be a walkthrough action, I'm going to say you walk through it once, the door opens up and it stays open as well. And you can see that there's also different options. You can go for a fast opening door, for instance. That could be an interesting option as well. You know, since it's a trap, we want it to open up really quickly as well. So let's go with W1. So it's a one-time action. The door opens up and it stays open, and it happens very quickly. Okay. And that's it, actually. And that's the entire system. That's all we had to make. And it should function perfectly now. So let's go in game. We've got our room here. Clearly that weapon is something that we want. Our eyes are drawn towards it. But as soon as we cross this line, we're dead, being blown up by a lot of archviles there. And that's it. That's our monster trap. You can also have multiple monster traps at the same time. You can have one room over here, along with another room over here, another room over here. You know, you can have several actions happening with this very same line. You can have multiple of these closets opening up like this. But this is it. This is all you have to do for a monster trap.